Lifters, are you currently feeling burnt out and frustrated? If this is you, let me talk to you. The fact is, burnout and frustration comes for us all. This is me about a year and a half ago, and in case you couldn't tell, it is etched into every fiber of my being. I was burnt out and dreading training. And don't worry, before you ask, this is not going to be some train insane or remain the same condescending lecture that you've heard before, because especially if you think about it, what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. I polled you all recently, and here are the results on screen. So it's pretty clear to me that a lot of us are struggling to balance training, recovery, and of course our life duties. Whether it be work, family, or something in between, we need to find a way that gets us progress both in the gym without sacrificing what goes on outside of the gym. So let's keep going. First and foremost, let's talk schedule. I'm going to assume most of you are training 4 days a week. But let me ask you this, are you actually getting 4 days worth of results? Truth is, 3 days a week is not 75% as good as 4 days a week. It's probably closer to 80 to 90%, especially when you factor in that you're going to have more energy to attack every single set with more focus and intent. When you factor that in, that means you've got 141 and 2/3 chance of getting better progress on a 3-day split when it fits a more hectic schedule. Number 2, let's talk a little bit about mindset. How's your progress been? And I'm not talking about the past 8 weeks. Let's look at the past year. Yesterday, this was my top set. I was aiming for 2 or 3, but I only got 1 rep. But wouldn't you know it, 1 year ago, this kind of weight was something I could only hit under ideal conditions, whereas yesterday, I hit it during a bad day. So while there wasn't a PR on the platform, there certainly was a headspace PR. Lastly, this one's more specific to the strongman athletes out there. Do you have a show coming up? If not, why are you training heavy events week in and week out? If you're far away from competition, rather than running yourself into the ground, why not run a bodybuilding block? Give your joints and CNS a break. Train with tempos. Build some more muscle mass to support a heavy yoke run or better Atlas stone loads. Especially if you're a weight class athlete, being too jacked is probably not what's holding you back from your higher performance. At day's end, for most of us, we're not just lifters. We have so many plates that we have to spin. Try out some of these strategies to help stack more plates onto that bar, though, in a way that makes sense so you're not sacrificing your day-to-day outside of the gym.